All right, today's video is all about the rut and the rut preparation that I've got going on here, knowing that I'm going to be going out of state. Today is like the 26th of October. It is early in the morning before everybody gets up, so that's when I'm going to shoot this. But we are giving away a Whitetail Experience hat. You better believe it. This thing is slick. It's bound to bring you good luck and shoot big bucks. What do you got to do? I need you to comment on any of our YouTube videos you've watched over the last, we'll call it month, and just leave hashtag hat in the comment. But back to today's video. So gear prep I feel like is very key in preparation really for the rut, because if you're going to hunt that many days consecutively and hunt hard, you can't just go out the door and do that. You've got to have some stuff, ducks in a row, items ready, mentally prepared, physically prepared. You got to do some preparation. You're leading up to the event, if you will. So I've got a few things here I'm going to change out, and I thought I'd shoot a quick video today and talk about some of those, and maybe this can help you if you got some upcoming trips or you got an upcoming grind. Let's start with straps. Obviously you guys know I like those Titan straps. The 14 inchers are the blue ones you saw me running here in October. I needed just a touch longer, so these are the 18s. Yes, they're pink. I hope that brings me some good luck. Yes, I don't feel manly walking around the timber in that, but it'll be all right. The other thing I got ordered is some body heat warmers, some hand warmers. I have a few out there, but that's something I just burned through in the rut, because, you know, here in the next really weekish, those temperatures overnight are somewhere 30s to 40s right now, but I've seen it drop into, you know, the single digits in that first week in November. I think November 1st last year, it was like 12 degrees that morning. So it's something that can kind of happen quick. And to me, there's a huge difference between hunting, let's say 25 degree morning, or let's say 35 degree mornings, to now 25 and below mornings. It's just a different level of cold. It stays colder longer. It requires some additional layers and some items here that will assist me in keeping warm. Obviously, I ordered some game bags. We quartered my buck out, kind of ish. I broke it to quarters, and Andy and Dave showed up, so we just drug the quarters in the jet sled, and I had the head, which I will say it weighed way more than I thought, somewhere 25-30 pounds between the neck and antlers and head. I didn't think it was going to be that heavy. So yeah, resharpen the knife, get that guy all cleaned up. Yeah, it's still dirty, but it is what it is.
This little Heumann folder guy, dude, this thing's a beast. I really like this thing. Use this to help bone out the deer. But the green handle, like if you lay it down, you're not finding it. I hate that there's not just even a dot of orange. I am out of orange spray paint, so I think I'm gonna have to use a Target sticker and just to drop it right here on the handle. That's never gonna stay. Maybe I don't know what I'm gonna do. That'll work. Now I got this little orange cord on there. If I lay that thing down, I can find it quickly and easily. Perfect.
I like here, I got a Carhartt hat. I tend to like that. I got a thicker neck gator. Bottom line, that's like a heat source area that you lose a lot of heat quickly. So neck gator is important. This one's a little thicker from Carhartt. I like it. The other like awesome item I use is these Amazon fingerless wool gloves. Punch that into Amazon, you'll come up with a few options. These are like, I don't even know the brand. They're like $5.99 a pair, super cheap. I will say this, they have a GI wool fingerless glove on there. It is not as good. Do not buy that one. I thought those were gonna be great, not so much. So definitely avoid those. These fingerless gloves, I have like 4 or 5 pairs at this point. I can lose them, I can leave them in a bibs. I just really like having my fingertips free to feel my release, to mess with the camera. I have a muff if it does get significantly colder, and I can throw that bad boy on there. So that's kind of my favorite gear item for cheap, if you will.
So I actually like to store my hats and gloves in my exterior jacket. That way, you know, I can grab one thing and I'm done. The neck gaiter is something that I kind of go back and forth on. When it's only in the lower 20s, I get the thicker one, but if it's like 35 and 40, I actually have a thinner playful one that I really like. It's warm enough, but it's still a thinner profile, so I do go back and forth on that one.
Oh, the other thing I've got to get done here is new batteries in both my headlamps. I got to pack a few extras in kind of some of the bags that I take. I have a gutting bag that I can throw some extra stuff in. When we were tracking my buck and that night, my headlamp really started to dwindle, and I'm pretty good about changing it every 4 to 5 hunts. Just I spend a lot of time in the dark with a headlamp. I go in extra early. We're at the trucks and headlamps. It's something that we burn through batteries and headlamps. We spend a lot of time there. So I've got to make sure I've got a couple fresher packs of AAAs in the truck. I have AA's for trail cams, but having some extra AAAs, getting that thing ready to go, because I want the beam mode. I don't want to have to work essentially. And I do plan on shooting a deer in the rut, so recovery with that headlamp is part of it.
The other thing I might have to go to is the bigger bag. Obviously, I really like that XOP striker bag. It's got a million pockets to just help you stay organized during the rut. Because during the rut, I tend to take water, I take lunch. So I got a couple bigger items in the bag versus the small bag I've been running here in October. Love this bag, nice tight little, perfect for trail cams, perfect for, these missions here in October.
The other thing is make sure I've got all my gutting lights back in the truck. I've got an additional flashlight, we've got some camera lights. I got to make sure those batteries have been swapped out at this point back in the truck and they're ready to go to work, if you will. The next item kind of is specific to the rut, even if you're staying at home or if you're traveling away, and that would be food prep. Because you're generally going to be eating lunch in the timber potentially, you're going to need calories on the go, and so that's something I got to kind of get taken care of here on the 26th of October. It's a Sunday, so I got a few extra hours. I need to have a few meal items that are quick and easy that I can reheat because I'm going to be camping. But like if you've got a rut hut coming up, buying some extra bars at the store can be clutch. Making sure you got plenty of coffee, making sure you've got a couple of those extra meal items you can maybe heat up. Even if I was hunting the rut here, I have made like eggs and breakfast items for the week. So all I got to do is make a quick breakfast sandwich on my way out the door, and so I don't have to stop or whatever. So I think that's like an underrated item. Oh, gold star here, peanut butter. Gotta have peanut butter and bars. That's like, I feel like you live on that during the rut. The other thing I've got is water. And I need to, make sure I'm intaking a lot of water, obviously, during these hunts. And I got to have a decent amount of bottles and stuff, case-wise. Dave actually, brought up the fact that during season, why not just throw like a half a case or a case of water in the bed of the truck? Because, you shoot a deer and let's say you drank all your water and now you've got 3 or 4 hours of work and pulling a deer out's no joke. So it's nice to have that. So yeah, water's definitely a big thing. My, I guess, pro tip is, if you're hunting hard consecutively, climbing hills or whatever, water consumption is important. Something like I would try and do that I really started doing last year was I would drink almost 30-ish ounces of water on my way home after the evening hunt, because water takes a while to actually like refresh the system. Like when you go into an athletic event, it actually doesn't really help if you're drinking water the day of. It's more about your 48-hour prior consumption to like soak into the body. But anyways.
Okay, 2 quick gear items I forgot to mention. This is a new item for me. Come on, autofocus. Okay, gotta hold the headlamp just to get the better lighting. This is a Spot X Texter. It does some GPS capability as well. It's like a Garmin InReach, except for it's cheaper. I picked this up used, I want to say for $150. Plans are roughly, I think, $20 a month for 100 texts, and you can go unlimited. You can go like 10. But if you hunt some places with no signal to communicate with the wife or David Ebright that you found your buck, this is a nice little guy. Obviously, everyone's pretty familiar with these bad boys, any sort of power charger source. And then a little 1-foot cord from Amazon. Very clutch for the rut.
The other final thing here I've got noted is I missed one. This game changer. Game changer. We started doing this a few years ago. And I have taken a hunting sock, cut it in half. And if you watch our videos close, you will see that on our, if we scroll to the tree stand, there's hiker boots or lower profile boots, and then we wrap these socks over the toe box of the boots, and really maybe half your foot is covered, if you will. And we thought it was a placebo effect. I'm gonna shoot a whole YouTube video on it. But that literally keeps your toes way warmer because it separates them from the metal tree stand that's just sitting there, like essentially freezing your toe box of your boots out. Trust me, it looks goofy, but everyone has extra hunting socks. They're very affordable, and you don't really need to order them. And I prefer these over, say, the Arctic Shield boot covers, which I have, because these pack so much better. I mean, these go in a pocket, you know. The Arctic Shields are a little bigger. They are significantly better, but for the rut, these can definitely help you, and time on stand is so key during that time. Final thought here, shooting the bow. I got a few hours today. I definitely need to be shooting the bow just to keep those muscles ready, you know, get some rounds downrange. I think once season hits, a lot of people really struggled to find any sort of range time, and really 5 to 10 arrows, you know, 1 to 2 times a week is not a big time commitment and can really help. And even if you're shooting, say, 7-8 yards, like in your basement or something, that's huge. It's still getting some significant time with the bow.
Got to wash the blood off the pants so I can look good for hopefully rut number 2 of the year. A lot of scent control going on here at the Whitetail Experience, clearly. The other thing I got to get done here before I would do any sort of rut hunting is take care of some honeydews. Wife wants me to blow all the leaves off. I got way more in the front because all those trees are the same. They decided to dump at the same time. They always dump right before the rut, so terrible choice. But yeah, gonna take care of that, knock out a few of those things, because you know, you gotta make the wife happy, gotta have the family life. So I've spent this weekend, even though there's a great cold front and I could be in Kentucky or Illinois, I kind of gotta take the pulse of the house, and I had to stay home, you know, and get some good family time in. You know, my boy's young, and wife really appreciates when I'm around a little more to help her out. So kind of gonna do that now that the main mission is done and a buck's down. But yeah, I want to get some rut hunting in, and you know, a year to get 2 bucks, that's pretty special. So this is my bow holding rack at the range. Obviously doubles as clothes drying. Here's a Dave E. Bright arrow. Apparently he doesn't plan on shooting that one. Something.
So yeah, guys, appreciate you watching. That's all we got. Hard-earned bucks. We're out.